Hello and thank you for joining us on our continued educational journey through surface preparation. My name is Kevin Hawthorne, and as always, I'm joined by our resident subject matter expert, industry patriarch, and substrate technology president, Josh Jones. At Buy Manufacturers Direct, we appreciate equipment as the lifeline of your business. When equipment goes down or doesn't operate at full capacity, it costs you money. That's why we place a high priority on proper maintenance, as well as reaching out to our manufacturing partners' authorized service centers for professional and experienced repairs. Today's segment, we're going to focus on the mechanics behind the Substrate Technology PrepMaster line. Manufactured right in the USA, Substrate Technology is both the engineer and manufacturer of the PrepMaster concrete grinding and polishing lines. While parts are supplied from both domestic and international partners, all grinding fabrication, electronics, and assembly are completed at their facility located in Morris, Illinois, by the very mechanically talented and industry-experienced hands of Ryan Tondini and his team. Ryan has been a manufacturing supervisor for 14 years and has played a major role in the ongoing improvements, innovation, and development of the PrepMaster line. Ryan and several members of his team apprenticed under the watchful eye of STI's founder, Bill Jones. In short, there are no other individuals in our industry more qualified to support your PrepMaster grinder, regardless of the age of the machine, condition, or where you purchased it. Josh, before we ask Ryan to jump in the conversation, I'm curious from both your perspective as a former contractor and now an equipment manufacturer, what are your thoughts regarding the overall importance of equipment maintenance?
Speaking as an advocate for the contractor or even as a manufacturer of the product, I think the single most important thing is that the machinery is reliable. When it's expected to run and it's expected to start, if it doesn't do that, that's obviously going to cause a lot of trouble in production, and it's going to cause problems on the project. So single most important thing is reliability. Second most important would be in instances of neglect, abuse, regular breakdown, whatever it might be with the equipment. Second most important would be accessibility of someone that I can reach out to be helped, to basically help me get the machine up and running, or at least identify what it is that's causing it to be non-functional.
Ryan, as an individual who has dealt with a lot of different manufacturers and distributors over the years, one of the biggest advantages I have discovered with STI is the ability for a contractor to reach out directly to you, not to a sales guy, not to a customer service guy, but directly to the mechanics who actually build the machines. Can you go into a little bit of what that process looks like when you receive that call?
Here at STI, we're willing and able to help people out with their issues with any of our PrepMaster grinders or STI equipment. You can call us directly anytime on our phones from the business hours, or you can email me directly. We're pretty easily to get a hold of.
And I think that's a huge advantage, Ryan, that you and your team offer a lot of the competition, is your direct accessibility. I also understand that there's a large video library on the STI website that you and Josh have collectively created that go through a lot of the common troubleshooting of equipment. I also understand that even if that video doesn't exist, that you're willing to jump out in the shop and do a quick video customized just for that customer who's having the issue. Did I understand that correctly? Is that something you guys do on a fairly regular basis?
Yeah, we have a full video library of anything ranging from electrical to mechanical, and anything we can find out in between that could be helpful for anybody out in the field who needs a visual representation of what they're doing. Maybe coupler changes or an oil change, or how to reprogram your drive. We've had numerous people call to have to get walked through on how to reprogramming a drive. It's pretty easy to do over the phone, but some people may not have their phone and machine readily available, so they can just pull the video up on their phone and watch it as they're programming.
That's a huge advantage, I would think, to a contractor in the field to not only have the accessibility directly to you and your team, but also have that 24-hour access to the videos to kind of walk them through the most common issues. I mean, I'm not a technical guy, but when I start my car, my expectation is it's going to start. I would think for a contractor, more critically on a job site, when he runs equipment, the expectation it will run. If for whatever reason, through neglect, abuse, damage, what have you, it doesn't run, to have that security knowing that I can reach out to you directly to ask questions, to troubleshoot, or have that video library, I would think as a contractor, that's a huge advantage to me, knowing that I have that, you guys backing me up in the field that way.
Yeah, it's huge, especially with technology these days. It's a whole lot easier to make this available. It's pretty easy to make a video for somebody. So if there's something we might have missed or we don't have a video for, it's pretty easy to make one up here in the shop if we need to real quick. Or if somebody has something that they just need to send me a photo of, or I need to send them a picture so that they can just see what they're looking for, it's pretty easy to do.
And to me, I find that that's almost the true definition of a partnership with your customers, that you're partnering with them to make sure they are successful in the field. STI has always had that reputation of going beyond the purchase and go into partnering with their customers for life to make sure that the machine they buy, the PrepMaster machine, is going to operate to its full capacity and it's going to earn them money in the job site. Josh, would you agree with that? I think, you've been around since day one, when your dad created this company. That's the philosophy of STI is, partnering with their customers to ensure they're successful.
Definitely. It's been a while since I've contracted or since we were in the contracting business, and technology was not then what it is now. I don't know how it would be if we were in the field today. I do know that, when we had problems with equipment, reaching out and finding a rep or somebody to help us get up and running again was essential to obviously us working. Without the equipment, we can't get anything done. What I love about our service department is working with the guys back there is they're very knowledgeable when it comes to the products, but thanks to technology, literally it's just a matter of taking my phone and calling or emailing or texting or sending a video even that shows what's going on, just so they can hear what the noise is. And after that, they just naturally know what's going on because they know what to look for and they know what the sounds are and all that. So as a contractor, these days, if I had a piece of equipment and I had to call to the guys in back, I would have no concerns that if it can be fixed via the phone, it will be.
So one of the big advantages of STI is they are a relatively corporately flat company, meaning that you don't have to go through several tiers of hierarchy to get to the right person to place an order. Matter of fact, Ryan, when they're talking to you, you can certainly take care of that for them while they're on the phone. You want to explain a little bit about that process?
Yeah, sure. Typically, when we get a phone call, I get a phone call for a repair. What we'll do is we'll troubleshoot their issue and figure out what is actually wrong with it. And if there is a part that needs to be ordered, say it's a particular piece, a coupler, for example, then what we can do is get them the information and everything that's going to be needed, and we can get that to our sales department so that they'll be able to get their order processed.
Great. So it's kind of almost like a little bit of a one-stop shop, that you can troubleshoot their problem, get them off to the right person, and then get their part ordered right away.
Correct. And it helps if somebody talks to us first, like if they're not for sure on what they're going to need, instead of just throwing a bunch of parts at it, go ahead and call us and we can help troubleshoot to eliminate other options of what might be wrong. You know what I mean? Because there could be one thing causing something else to go wrong. So instead of just ordering a bunch of things, it might just be one small piece that they need. So it's a little bit easier if they come through us, we tell them like, hey, yeah, this is what it sounds like you're going to need. Let's get this, and this on order and get them over to sales and get it taken care of.
Again, a huge benefit. The contractor doesn't have to, order three things and hope that one of the three is actually going to solve his problem. He gets to go through that troubleshooting with you first and almost ensure that what he's ordering is the right part.
Correct. We try to take all the guesswork out of it.
And I don't think I can emphasize enough the advantage of, again, a contractor bypassing a sales rep, bypassing a customer service rep, bypassing the phone prompts 5 times to get to a person that can actually answer their question, to where it's one phone call and you get Ryan or a team member on the phone and they're troubleshooting you almost instantaneously. To me, that's a value that, it's hard to put a dollar amount on that. That's service that goes above and beyond the sale of the machine. So I think that's, one of STI's, other than the quality of the equipment, one of STI's biggest advantages in the marketplace is the customer, or is the service directly through Ryan and his team. Well, this has been great. I appreciate it. Ryan, I'm going to put up the 800 number to STI so guys can reach out to you if you need it. And as always, they can go through BMD if they need to, but we're happy to be a supporter of STI and proud to be a supporter. And we hope this video is going to highlight some of the advantages that STI has a manufacturer. And we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us for a few minutes.
Oh, no, thank you.
Thank you for sharing in our discussion today detailing substrate technologies equipment repair. We would love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel to check out other informational videos, as well as be notified when we post a new episode of Execs and Techs. You can also catch our audio version wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.